Hey, forgive me. I've been having a few little drinks, so just forgive me. But it was the Olympic Open for women swimming. Mm-hmm. So boom, it was another transgender that won that. Mm-hmm. And dude, so when he was a boy, he was like 400 and some odd in the country. Yeah. Once he switched over to the girl, he was the number one girl. Yeah. So what's your viewpoint on that?
Yeah. So with the Woman of the Year being transgender, whoever that was, I don't have much of a viewpoint on that because, I mean, it's just like it's a lot of European standards. You know what I mean? So all of that, it doesn't really concern me, I guess you say, because of my
what
black
you believe
culture, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's just so many things that get switched all the time, you know. So it's like the English language, what I'm speaking right now, which I think I'm a master of the English language, or partially, you know, because I do so much music in English, you know.
Okay, so let me throw you a theory. Imagine, okay, you have a girl, right? You got a girl as like a daughter, okay. Right? So you got a daughter. You put her in, let's say you put her in basketball. No, what's a sport that? Let's say you put her in swimming. Fuck it. You put her in swimming, and she's been swimming her whole life, and she's been working to get to this moment in life. Then all of a sudden, she comes second behind a trans. You don't feel, all right, fuck it. Let's get even more deep because, bro, this is Street Runners TV and I can give a fuck less about what people honestly think. Mm-hmm. Let's say you have a daughter, right? Your daughter goes to the bathroom. Now, this kid wakes up and he identify himself as a woman now. He just wakes up, I identify myself as a woman. Now we're at the point in life where, all right, we have bathrooms where that dude could just go into, like, how would you feel that kid going into the bathroom with your daughter? You feel me? Like, for me, honestly, bro, I would literally, like, I don't think that shit should be, like, I don't want to get canceled, but I really don't think, like, I got to be careful. I really gotta be careful.
What you gotta be careful for?
You
gotta be careful for your own beliefs?
No, you're right. You're right. I'm okay. You're right. Like, I really don't think. I feel like that is like, man, what's the, like, bro, like, isn't that like bringing in like rapists and pedophile, like, bro, like.
Well, I feel like there could be rapists and pedophiles
in any type of gender, but
there could be women in there that are rapists and pedophiles, and there could be men that are in the men's bathroom that are rapists and pedophiles. But
I may not be
crossing different things. I feel like the risk can go up.
Yeah. Like, all right, I may not be saying it the right way, but I just, like, because I'm being extra careful with my words, but I just don't feel like that should be allowed, bro. I honest to God truth do not think that shit should be allowed. Like,
right. I would say I feel like it would be just to simplify stuff. I mean, if I was somebody in power of lawmaking, I would just make a third gender. I mean,
bathroom.
Trans.
Yeah.
So if you're trans, you go into the trans bathroom if you want to do that. If you want to do sports, you go into the trans sports. Because then you have a even playing field as far as because you have averages. So like this is the average body type of the trans whatever, whether it's men to women, what do you call that? Transformation, men to women transformation, or woman to men transformation, or whatever. Then that can also include like people that they don't want to have the full transformation. They want to do like they just dress in a certain in the opposite of what's the norm or whatever, you know. So they call it cross dressers or whatever. But yeah, that would be my solution. Have a third bathroom and third thing. And if I had a daughter, number one, I mean, I would teach her about that stuff and be like, this is how stuff is. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say that, I mean, as far as her identifying as certain stuff, I mean, I feel like she'd have to be older
Yeah,
for me to
yeah.
really believe that. So I wouldn't really allow that. But I would teach her self-defense,
Yeah.
you know, and be
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'd probably be by the bathroom when she walked in there. If I knew it was something where everybody can go in, I'd probably be around there and be like, you know, yell if something happens or something.
So like Dwayne Wade's kid, right? You know, so Dwayne
What
Wade's
about
kid,
Dwayne Wade's kid?
yeah. So if that was if that was your child, like you'll make sure your child is like of age to understand, like, hey, like just.
I mean, that advice that I gave earlier, that advice that I told you, think for yourself. You know what I mean? And that these women are some.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
that the women's minds have been like corrupted a lot. That also applies to people my age and older.
Amen.
So when it goes to that situation with Dwayne Wade, I feel like his lady, she is kind of weird, to be honest with you. Whatever her name is,
Gabrielle Union, yeah.
Will Smith,
Yeah.
with what just happened, his lady, I feel like it's kind of weird. Now, I don't know if that was a setup or not, but I'm just saying, men, you got to think for yourself, because you can get in these things, need I say, entanglements.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can get in these different situations based off of what a woman is doing. You know, I had a coworker, he got shot in the face with a shotgun by a guy all over a girl. Because the girl said that he did something or something, whatever. So he met up with a dude. The dude came out the truck with a shotgun, boom, shot him in the face. So all over a woman, you know? So, but was what he did, was it accurate? I don't know. Like there was no trial.
Yeah.
You know, so that was the trial. It was an execution. That was all it was. So it's just so much stuff. So like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, for example, all over a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's because of a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that was real?
I don't know if it was real or not. But I'm just saying if it was real, then that was all over a woman, you know? And then what was the other one? Gabrielle Union. I heard there's something weird with that one. I've even heard about something weird happening potentially with the babysitter they used to have, the male babysitter. He used to be taking photos with the son.
Dude, yeah.
Prior to all that stuff. Yeah.
Before he,
Yeah.
but was he?
I don't. He didn't. He
Babysitter?
wasn't. Oh yeah.
The
He was. He had
was-
feminine aspects to him.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know,
It,
if you wearing shorts up here and you got a certain stance,
don't make me laugh.
you can you can kind of understand.
Amen.
You know, you can kind of guess what somebody is into. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Just the same way if I came in here with a police outfit, you'd be like, "Oh, that's probably a police officer, right?"
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
If I
yeah.
came in here with a black hoodie and all black and a face mask, you'd be like, "He looks like a gangster or a thug."
Yeah.
I mean, that's
He
just
might
how
be
we
robbing
base.
it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's how we base stuff. So
Okay.
he had that look to him, and I've just heard things maybe that people alluding to the fact that maybe something happened there. So I feel like that whole thing, and I think that question arose because in the movie I turned feminine, so we pretty much are depicting this effeminization of men. And so with that being said, I feel like that's got to be, it doesn't have to be, but I think it'd be good to be talked about and inspected a little bit more. The trans culture, you know, so a lot of people aren't really that educated on it. I don't even know if trans people are that educated on the culture. Plus, no, I wouldn't say the trans culture because that can be anything, but I would say the trans history and also the spirituality that may be behind that. You know, so there's a movie called Soul. I've talked about this before, where it's like a white lady, she goes into a black guy's body, or it's the reverse, either one. But some people might believe in reincarnation. And so I've heard things about maybe some of the trans people, the reason they feel that disconnect with their body and their mental is because they're remembering a past life where they were a woman and then they came back in a man's body, you know? But then people don't really talk about that and they don't really inspect that.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I feel this way and I'm trans. You know what I mean? And or younger kids now, they're trying to get them to identify with certain sexual orientations. So it's like, oh, only 10 years old, but I feel like I like both.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you gotta really inspect it more and really analyze it, get more information, get more data on it.
Amen.
Without just tossing stuff out there. That's what I feel like a lot of people are doing right now, is just tossing stuff out there without really analyzing or inspecting where some of this stuff is coming from and the history of it.